Hi, welcome to my channel, welcome back. Thank you for joining me here today for today's video where we are going to talk about Louis Vuitton price increases. Not only recent price increase, but in general about Louis Vuitton price increases, and I guess it will be a little bit heated video. So let's get into the juicy stuff. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Natalia and I'm self-admitted shameless shopaholic, and I post on YouTube videos on how I spend my money and how I waste my money. So if you enjoy luxury shopping, designer handbags, but also non-luxury fashion, please consider joining my Animus Shopaholic Club down below. Let's discuss Louis Vuitton price increases. What a lovely topic, isn't it? We love that, and recently we are spoiled with them nearly every other month, well, like 3-4 times a year. So we just enjoy that. So let's discuss the fun stuff. And I'm going to talk about Louis Vuitton specifically, but you can apply most of it to Chanel, I guess, also. And the other brands, they probably don't increase prices that much yet. I'm not going to talk about the numbers, we have all seen the numbers recently, so it's not about that. Let's just discuss that in general, or maybe I want to just say what I think about it, what are my observations and some thoughts about it. And this video was actually inspired by a YouTuber that I watch. Her name is Michelle, and she was a former Louis Vuitton client advisor. And she was talking about the price increases, and what she mentioned, what shocked me, was that before they were once per 2 years. As you know, I am into this business for not so long, probably around 8 months buying and maybe watching YouTube for nearly 2 years. And you feel it more when you buy, actually, or when you save up for something. So I never discussed that thing, like price increase. I was just hoping they don't affect too much my items, the items that I wanted to buy. But when she said that they were really rare and now we have 4 of them a year, I was thinking, wait, that doesn't feel right. And let me get into that, why I don't think this is right. And it's not even about the amount. I think it's about how often it happens and how, well, let's just spill the tea at the moment, how disrespectful it is. Because, well, you can charge prices whatever you want, right? But why every time you walk into the store the items have higher price? Honestly, I think it's not okay. It's not right behavior from the brand to increase prices that often. And I can understand that this is luxury, that this is meant to be expensive. And let's be honest, we don't have problem with Hermes prices. We either go and buy them or we don't buy them. And I wouldn't have a problem to drop money on a Birkin bag. But when I see that Louis Vuitton wants to get few hundred more for every item every other month, I kind of start to have problem with that. Let's start with the topic, like, because they want to eliminate that lower end customers, or those customers that are not actually wealthy and rich and they cannot drop thousands. They just want to eliminate us basically, and they only want to go and have those high elite clients. Well, high elite clients, they are very tiny percentage. Very tiny percentage. I don't know the numbers, but you can Google how many rich people we have in the world. And then you can think also about that not all of them are actually interested in Louis Vuitton or Chanel or this kind of brands. Not all of them are interested in fashion in general, and they might be actually buying expensive stuff, expensive brands, which are very understated, which we even don't know. But I know there are brands which cost a lot of money, there is no name on them, and rich wealthy people are buying them. So it doesn't mean that they have to run for Louis Vuitton. And on top of that, it doesn't mean that they actually need all the range that Louis Vuitton has. So the range the brand offers is huge, and that tiny amount of people that actually have so much money that they don't even look at the price tickets, they are not necessarily interested in all those things. They are not necessarily needing all those things. And when you look at shoes or ready to wear, like, how would they sell all those sizes to them? That doesn't even make sense. Obviously, they want to sell to the masses. Like, they really are making money on the masses. They are not making money, the majority of their money, on those super wealthy customers. Let's just debunk that myth. It's not like that. What I see is that they don't want to be maybe more exclusive. They just want to milk us more. They want to milk all our money, and they just think that they can get away with it. I think that this is not right, because as I said, charging more is okay. Charging high prices is okay. But treating people in the way those, especially those two luxury houses are treating their customers since a few years, I think is disrespectful. It's a little bit disgusting, to be honest. And I don't like it. I don't think that rich people like it too. Because while they perhaps can afford anything, do you think they want to feel like a milk cow? That every time you walk into the boutique, everything is more expensive just because they know that they can get more? What are you coming to here? Greed. They are greedy. And, just do one price increase a year. Especially the wealthy people, they will understand. Business is business, things are going tougher, whatever. Like, you increased your price, fine! I'm going to pay that. But whenever you walk into the boutique, the prices are higher, like it's more and more and more. And then, it comes to a situation when a wealthy person wants to buy a Ferrari or a private jet. They will pay for it, whatever it costs, right? But they don't like the situation when you come to a Ferrari dealer, let's say, and the Ferrari costs 50,000, but it's 50,000, but you want to buy it, then it's 60. Like, nobody likes this situation, even the wealthy people. Have you had this kind of situation that you were in some holidays, some touristic location, and you are, for example, in a line for ice cream, and then in front of you there is a person which is a local person, and she is getting a huge ice cream for €3. Then you come to the cashier, and then you pay €4 for half size of that ice cream. Why? Because they just want to milk you. So nobody likes that feeling, right? And that's how I feel about some of those luxury brands and their price increases. I have been hearing people talking about it for a while now, and an example is that I heard, I think it was Erica from Erica Gerli's World, that her wealthy people who can easily afford Chanel, they stop buying it because they are pushed away by those frequent price increases. When you look at this from the perspective of a kind of moral, how you behave, like, you don't punch somebody all the time with higher price, even because they can afford it. It's a very cheap, low quality behavior. So instead of increasing price once a year when they're, like, as we think, target customer, very wealthy person, will just easily swallow a couple of thousand more on a couple scenes, and they would just buy, and then we move on. No, I think it might be because they want us, people who actually save for the bags or who are not that wealthy, to get adjusted to the new price. And then once we stomach that and we think, okay, I will buy that bag anyway, then they increase price again and again. Because people would be more turned off if you suddenly tell them that this bag is 2,000 more. So they are doing in the steps, little steps, and by little steps you get more. And we talk about the costs of materials, inflation. Of course, that's going on around. That's going everywhere in every aspect of our life. Prices are increasing, but is it happening that crazy that they are not aware of the situation, and then they just have to increase price every 3 months? Because they just didn't know 3 months ago that, that couple of hundreds of mini pochette is not enough. Let's increase another couple of hundred. I mean, that doesn't make sense, right? That doesn't make sense. So this is intentional, and I don't see really much logical explanation for that than just greed of the brand. Not to mention that we are already overpaying like hell for whatever we are buying from the luxury houses, because that's the name of the game. So it's really cheap, in my opinion, behavior to state that because of the increased cost of blah blah blah, then they have to increase price yet again. Oh, really? So you are now on minus? Or that article that is talking that the owner of LVMH got million or billion more? Oh, it was because of that cost of the items that increased, or it was because they just kept increasing prices and they made more money. So it all comes to the greed, and let me tell you that greed is not elegant. Greed doesn't seem to go along with luxury. It's kind of opposite, it's kind of cheap, it's tacky, and it's disrespectful. And we come here to the essence of what I observe. Those brands, especially the two of those, they are very disrespectful to their customers by these kind of behaviors. And doesn't matter if it's us poor people trying and chasing the luxury, or the wealthy people. You know, the wealthy people, they want to be respected, and they will not walk into a restaurant again if they have been treated badly because they didn't like the experience. And how do we like the experience of those luxury houses? Increasing prices very often, making items hard to get, making them not available, making an online store which nothing is available before price increase, but after price increase, suddenly all the canvas appeared. Oh, okay, really? Like it just magically appeared overnight, yes? That's what I've seen on a post on Facebook just right after price increase. Somebody wrote that many items are now available online, but the bad news is that the prices are already higher. Personally, to me, this is such a cheap behavior from the brand that I'm losing respect to the brand. Bring some amazing design of a handbag, charge straight for it, 5,000. Then people will maybe buy it instead of doing these kind of weird things. Another reason why I think Louis Vuitton is not really targeting just the rich and wealthy, it's targeting all of us because we are more desperate for it. If you can have anything, you'll not necessarily want it even. Well, that's psychology. If you listen to those people who were working for Louis Vuitton previously, they are not saying we had so many wealthy clients, they were just dropping millions, and then there was like just those few of those people that were watching Neverfull for half an hour. No, it's the opposite. It's those tons of people that watch a Neverfull for 2 hours and wonder if they could buy. And then there are, there is an elite, because of course there is, but they are not the majority. Why the brand is not hidden more if it's supposed to be if it's not supposed to be available or attainable for a regular person? I mean, I'm not saying it's supposed to because they have never said that, but that's what we think. So if it wouldn't be catered to us, to people like middle class, the boutiques wouldn't be on every corner. Like, why do we have 6 Louis Vuitton boutiques in London? I mean, there is a lot of rich people, but really they need 6 Louis Vuitton boutiques, and having even a corner on Selfridges, which is kind of tiny, kind of doesn't even look like proper Louis Vuitton boutique, because they want to be everywhere. They want their logo to flash in your eyes and attract you. They want that. Another thing, they have online shopping. Why they have online shopping? Because it's more available. They want to sell more. But then there is stuff is not available there. That's another story. But giving you option for online shopping allows the shy customer who maybe doesn't want to walk in, who doesn't have the courage, who doesn't have that amount of money, or that it's not that, brave to ask about the price. It gives those customers option to buy something online as well. So from every corner you have actually evidence that they are not looking for the wealthy. They are looking for the masses, which are chasing the dream, chasing the status, chasing the thing that they want to have something that is so special. Well, they are selling the dream, like somebody said, and it's fine. But while you sell those people the dream, like treat them well, treat them appropriate. Because you are a luxury brand, and when we Google what is luxury, it's a great comfort, which is often associated with a high price ticket. So where is the great comfort when we have to chase the item, when we cannot buy stuff that we want, that we basically have to tiptoe and dance around sales associates? So maybe they will find the item for us. Like, I'm not saying that you should be disrespectful to a salesperson. No, like you should be just nice, polite, and kind like you are to anybody. But why the game is like you, the one who walks with the money, You have to kind of beg to be offered an item. You have to be lucky to be offered an item. Like, what the, like, I don't understand. Yeah, they want to make it so exclusive, then find another way. I don't know, some kind of wait list, some kind of invitations, some kind of system, appointments only, so you limit the people. I don't think that that's their goal, to be more taboo, to be more exclusive. Their goal is to basically make more money, and I see that they are doing it not in a luxury way, not in a sophisticated way, not in elegant way. Because, well, everything can be done, but it has to be done in the right way. And here I have the problem that those frequent price increases, to say it the softest way, they are not elegant. And another thing is that luxury is supposed to come also with a great quality. And here we come to another issue, because we can see that the quality is missing more and more. I have seen today a post on Facebook when somebody posts a Palm Springs mini backpack with that tag Louis Vuitton Paris being crooked. Like, how you can even do that? Like, how you can do that? And there were a couple of more issues with that bag, with canvas being aligned, like really on the top of the bag was aligned very weirdly. And I consider myself not super picky about canvas alignment and this kind of details, but that was too much. Like, how you can put the tag with your name in a crooked way? It just says, I don't give I'm putting out the product which is so sloppy made, and I just think you will pay the money. This is huge disrespect to customers, and I am just kind of speechless about it. How you can put your brand name in a crooked way and sell it says so much about them. These days, we expect from brands to stand behind their products. There are so many small brands, like, the new businesses, they stand behind their products. They are having pride in their products. They build it as something that, you sign it with your name. But here we come with a problem. Like, Louis Vuitton is dead a long time ago. His family members, as far as I know, nobody is owning any LVMH. So there is no family name attached to the product. There is just product with a history and somebody who owns it and wants to squeeze as much as money as possible out of it. Maybe that's why Hermes, regardless of the journey and all those things, they are putting more effort into quality, because they are having their family name on the product, so they care about it. Prada, she's still alive, and maybe she cares more because she is signing it with her name. So when you sign something with your own name, you care about quality more, about the product. But when you just own the brand that made a lot of history, made a lot of money, and people are crazy about it, maybe you just want to make more money out of it and you don't care. But that's not how it should be in business in general, in life in general, and for sure not in luxury. When you supposedly are dealing with elite, with customers which are used to luxury, and they don't use the product like this every day and then you smash it here and there, but they are paying a lot of money. They deserve the service and they deserve the product. You should respect your customers and you should have pride in your product. But apparently we still buy those products and we are still crazy about them. Well, we are letting them to do that, because I'm quite sure that if all the masses would stop buying Louis Vuitton, they would calm down. And I'm not telling you not to buy Louis Vuitton. And the question, if I will buy more, yes, I will. I have some items which I want to buy, but honestly, my reaction to the price increase, well, first of all, I had few items saved on my wish list and I saw that they were not that crazy increased, like hundreds of euro on Palm Springs Mini, on some Neo Noe, which I'm kind of thinking of. I didn't see many items because I just wasn't interested in them, didn't have them on my wish list. So I didn't know that capucines, they went up that much. That's insane. I had capucine in my mind, but in like a very far future, not really planning for anything now. It was already expensive, and then when I saw that price increase, I'm like, come on guy, I'm not going to chase you and your capucines. There is so many nice bags that I can buy for this amount of money. I prefer to spend 6,000 euro on 2-3 bags instead of chasing one capucine. Maybe that's me. I really don't like to be treated that way. I really don't like games being played on me. I really don't like to be treated in that way, like, you know, we are squeezing. Like, it just so much puts me off and turns me off from the brand. And as I said, like, I have some items that I want to buy from Louis Vuitton, and I will keep buying, probably, I don't know, unless they actually piss me off even more. But it just leaves a bad taste in mouth, this kind of behavior. It makes me disrespect the brand. Going on the shopping to luxury brands, it should be enjoyable. It should be a good experience. It should be something that makes me happy and makes me feel special. Because luxury shopping, it should be a very positive experience. It shouldn't be chasing something. You go and with a great pleasure you buy your item. Not that you are chasing a carrot, that you are running after the brand, that you are, you know, refreshing the page all the time because maybe the item showed up before the price increase. That's not a luxury. Like, this is like how I hunt, you know, an item on Zara website when it sales. That's a Zara shopping. That's not luxury shopping. And I don't know where this whole thing is going and what they want to achieve. I assume that there are not stupid people running it and they have some idea and some plan behind it. So, well, I don't know. But to me, it doesn't feel right. I want to be respected. I don't want to be treated like this. And I think many people don't want to be treated like this. It's not about the cost, and actually, frankly, I don't even think that the leather should cost more than the canvas. I think it is benefit that it costs less. But I don't want to be thrown with price increase every now and then, all the time, just because somebody is greedy. And yeah, I said it many times already, so that's enough. And on the other hand, I want to just say maybe something like, you know, give some hope that now we are in a crazy, chaotic period of time. We had that pandemic, we have a crisis which is already starting, but I think it's not even there yet. So it's a very chaotic time, and the prices are going up, but after sometimes, like, you know, after the storm, there has to be sun coming up. Life is a sinusoid, it goes up and down, and now we are going down and we will be at the bottom, but then we will come up, and at some point of life we will also get the salaries equilibrated with the costs more, because now the cost is going up but the salary is not. I believe and I hope that in few years things will get better, that it will be easier for me to pay 10k for a bag than now paying 5k for a bag. So I'm looking into far future that one day I will be able to afford. Unless I really get turned off by the brands with their behavior, their customer treatment, and I will just stay with some other brands. So these are my 2 cents on the topic of frequent price increases from some luxury houses. I hope it wasn't too chaotic. I feel it was, but hopefully there is a flow. Please let me know what you think about this topic. Of course, we don't enjoy the price increases, but it is what it is. But how you feel about the frequency, the amounts, the going down quality. So yeah, please get involved in a conversation down below. If you don't want to leave a comment, but you kind of agree with me, give a like to that video also. It will also give me some information about what you think and how you see things. Thank you for watching and spending some time with me, and I will see you in my next video, which will be much more positive than this one. So until next time, take care. Bye.